My favorite WES memory is when we went to Camp Canadensis and we had many pillow fights.
My favorite memory at WES was when I saw my older brother at the assembly and he waved at me. And my favorite memory at WES was going to Camp Canadensis and seeing my friends there.
A memory I'll never forget was when I was in kindergarten and I face planted into the floor.
My favorite memory at WES was when my neighbor gave me a tour of the middle school.
My favorite memory from WES is Camp Canadensis because of all the fun things we did.
My favorite memory from WES is Walk Twain because we got to see a bunch of new restaurants.
My favorite WES memory is going to Camp Canadensis and doing pond study because it was a fun time for me and my friends.
My favorite memory is like Camp Canadensis because it was really fun and cabin time was fun too.
My favorite WES memory is when we were at Camp Canadensis. Ellie was there too, and we were in this group. It was our first thing we had, and it was like, I don't know what it was. And at the end, they said we could play basketball. So there was like no more basketballs except me and Ellie both spotted one, so we both ran to it. And then I kind of pushed Ellie by accident. And then she kind of fell into a huge puddle. And then she got soaking wet. And that's it.
Okay, my favorite WES memory was when I wore UGG slippers to gym and face planted on court.
My favorite school memory was Walk to Wayne.
And my favorite memory was going to Camp Canadensis.
My favorite memory is Camp Canadensis because you got to meet like so much more like people that you're going to be in middle school with. There's like a bunch of activities, stuff like that, yeah.
My favorite WES memory was when in 4th grade all my classmates made a picture of Bob Ross for me on their desks, and I thought it was like a really heartful moment, like to remember that moment all the time, and it'll never be forgotten.
My favorite memory from Wayne Elementary School is my first holiday sing in the little theater.
My favorite memory from WES is Camp Canadensis.
My favorite memory at Wayne was when we went to Camp Canadensis, and when we went canoeing because one of my friends dropped her paddle, and we were out there for like 20 minutes trying to get it.
My favorite memory at Wayne is meeting Miss Cook.
My favorite memory at Wayne Elementary School is going to Camp Canadensis and stepping in a muddy puddle and it soaked my entire sock.
My favorite WES memory is when I went kayaking with my friends at Camp Canadensis.
My favorite WES memory was when I went to Walk to Wayne and our chaperone got us ice cream. My favorite WES memory is when some teenagers hacked our Zoom meeting.
My favorite WES memory is whenever we went to Camp Canadensis and played on the basketball courts.
I will always remember Walk to Wayne in 3rd grade because my birthday was on that day. It was really fun.
I will never forget Camp Canadensis because my friend fell out of the canoe. We all laughed and it was really funny.
I will never forget Camp Canadensis when I was with all my friends. My favorite part was canoeing with all the boys in my class.
I will always remember Camp Canadensis because we stayed up at night and made false alarms that someone was coming. I found it really funny.
My favorite WES memory is Camp Canadensis because I was with all my friends. My dad even came with us. My favorite thing was going kayaking with my friends.
My favorite West memory, I will always remember Camp Canadensis because I got to see all of my friends. My favorite part of Camp Canadensis was rec time.
My favorite West memory was meeting people from different schools at Camp Canadensis. I loved how my dad came to chaperone. It was nice of him to let us stay up late.
I'll never forget Camp Canadensis because it was a sleepaway camp and my dad came to make it way more fun.
I will never forget Walk to Wayne because I got to be with my best friend and I got to see all the businesses. My favorite business was Tradici because they gave us free drinks.
I will never forget when at camp I saw a bear in the middle of the night because it was so thrilling. It was a highlight of camp.
I will always remember the time in 5th grade when I met my kindergarten buddy. Because it was always a dream of mine to have a kindergarten buddy.
My favorite memory at WES is 5th grade art class because we made clay sculptures and paper mache food sculptures.
I will never forget all of the field trips because we had loads of fun and learned new skills/abilities. My favorite trip was Camp Canadensis, a walk to Wayne.
Hi, my favorite memory at WES is Camp Canadensis because my mom gave me and I had a lot of good food.
My favorite memory at WES was Camp Canadensis because my group gets to be first in breakfast.
Give me one. I will always remember playing with my friends because playing games with Helm, Zoe, Bridge, Giselle, Noel, Violet, Carmen, and Emily, and playing knockout with Cruz, Joey, Ryan, Johnny, Max, Andrew, Zachary, Dylan, Alex, and Gavin.
My favorite memory from WES is Camp Canadensis because it felt like a big fun sleepover and we got to stay up late talking.
My favorite memory from WES is also Camp Canadensis. I loved how we got to try new things and do it with friends. I really liked kayaking and canoeing with them too.
My favorite memory in Wayne Elementary School was walking to Wayne because I was with all my friends.
My favorite part of Wayne was Camp Canadensis because I got to be with my friends from other schools too, and we got to do all the fun activities.
My favorite WES memory is Camp Canadensis because I won the bingo and get first to breakfast.
My favorite WES memory was also going to Camp Canadensis. I love getting to have an adventure away from home and sharing a cabin with my friends.
My favorite memory from WES is Camp Canadensis because I met so many new people.
I will always remember Camp Canadensis because I met so many new people.
My favorite memory at WES is when Hutton was randomly dancing during the bowing of Esperanza and she was dressed as an old guy.
I will never forget when I took 3 cups of iced tea at Camp Canadensis.
My favorite memory at WES is seeing people at Camp Canadensis LC in middle school.
I will always remember when I got my friend Sage's and Stella's shoes stuck up in a tree at recess.
My favorite memory at WES is canoeing at Camp Canadensis.
My favorite memory at WES is sleeping in the cabins at Camp Canadensis.
My favorite memory was Albie's spooky story at Camp Canadensis.
I will never forget when the people on the bike jumped over 5 people in the BMX show.
I will never forget tug of war at 5th grade field day.
My favorite memory at WES was 5th grade field day.
I'll never forget cabin time at night during Camp Canadensis.
I will never forget when Mr. Foley was chasing people down for the snowman.
My favorite memory this year was definitely watching the little chicks hatch with Mrs. Dietrich.
My favorite memory at WES was 5th grade field day. I won an award and we had water ice and salt pretzels and Miss Kennedy was there.
I will never forget canoeing with my friend Joey at Camp Canadensis. My favorite memory at WES is 5th grade field day when Mr. Foley's class won tug of war.
My favorite 5th grade memory was the 5th grade pool party because we got to just take a day off and have some fun in the sun and eat Handel's ice cream.
My favorite 5th grade memory was Camp Canadensis because we met a lot of new people from all the schools, and it was like 3 days off from school that we could just be with all of our friends.
My favorite WES memory was canoeing and kayaking at Camp Canadensis.
My favorite 5th grade memory is canoeing at Camp Canadensis.
And my favorite 5th grade memory is getting ice cream and walk to win. My favorite memory from WES is definitely the Whose Line Is It Anyway Junior, because so many people worked so hard to get it done, and it was just an awesome show for everyone.
My favorite memory from WES was Walk to Wayne because I had to walk around Wayne with all my friends.
My favorite memory from WES was Camp Canadensis because I got to meet new people so that when I get to middle school, I'll already have a few friends.
My favorite memory from WES was the pool party because Mr. T, Miss Cook, Mr. Goldstein, and Mrs. Ferguson all jumped in.
My favorite memory from WES was Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because I had a great time with my friends on stage.
My favorite memory from WES is Camp Canadensis because I got to hang out with my friends and on the lake and canoe and kayak.
Okay, so my favorite memory of WES was Camp Canadensis because you got to hang out with new friends and old friends, and you had a lot of freedom, and you got to do a bunch of favorite activities, and my favorite activity was probably canoeing and kayaking on the lake.
So my favorite memory from WES was also Camp Canadensis because you got to meet new people but also hang out with your old friends, and you got to do so many fun things like gaga ball, going in the pool, kayaking, and canoeing.
My favorite WES memory was Camp Canadensis because I got to be in a cabin with all my friends and do a lot of fun activities.
My favorite memory from WES is when we did the drama club performance because it was fun to do all the games in front of my fan club.
My favorite memory from WES is Camp Canadensis because I met a lot of people there.
My favorite memory from WES was also Camp Canadensis because I made a lot of new friends and I also had a great time over there.
My favorite memory at WES is probably either Camp Canadensis or Walk to Wayne. The reason it would be Camp Canadensis is because rec time, you could just do whatever you want. You'd kind of just roam around, kind of be like, it's just explore. I'm really that kind of person, and I kind of like that. For Walk to Wayne, I really like that too because we kind of just we were walking around the whole town, kind of exploring, seeing stuff I've never seen before, and also got to interview the shop owners and got ice cream at Mad Anthony's.
My favorite memory at WES is probably also Camp Canadensis because I loved being in the same cabin with my friends, and I loved the lessons too. And we were in the same cabin, and the chaperones were also really nice. Like my dad was there. That was my favorite memory.
My favorite WES memory is probably Walk to Wayne because you got to be with your friends and you got to walk a lot and you could really get your steps in, and you could interview a lot of places, and then like Alex said, you could get ice cream after.
My favorite memory from Camp Canadensis was kayaking and canoeing because I had lots of fun moments with Luke, Bo, Ryan, and Tayo. And we went out really far and explored really cool stuff, and we saw some cool stuff.
My favorite memory from WES is the Who's That I Is It Anyway performance. I just kind of like doing improv with my friends.
So my favorite memory from WES is probably going to Camp Canadensis because it's really fun going there. My favorite memory from WES is also Camp Canadensis because we got to meet the other schools.
My favorite memory from WES was virtual school because I got to do whatever I wanted when we weren't on calls, and the playing around with the iPad and seeing what we could do in virtual was also fun.
My favorite memory from WES was the pool party because it was really fun. You got to be with your friends for 4 hours of the day, 4 hours of the day, and not do any work.
My favorite memory from WES is probably Walk to Wayne because I got to spend the entire day with my friends and go in all the stores and wait.
My favorite memory at WES was when we went to the pool party. I enjoyed swimming with my friends and having the whole grade there.
My favorite memory from WES is probably kindergarten graduation because of the great songs, yummy food, and just the idea of graduating kindergarten.
My favorite memory would have to be field day this year where we did tug of war, and it was girls versus boys. And the final score of girls versus boys was 4-1 girls, even with Mr. T on the boys team.
My favorite memory is Walk to Wayne because I got to walk around with my friends.
So my favorite memory from this year was the moment I heard that Miss Cook and Miss Trolley were joining the 5th grade team. That was an amazing moment.
That's funny because one of my favorite memories from this year was finding that we were going to get a chance to work with you and Mr. Foley. And then I went and ran out and I made package deal shirts because you guys were getting Mrs. Trolley and I as a package deal.
My moment's about the kids. So I'm going to
What?
say the one time. I'm going to say the one time we were playing a flash math fact game with flashcards, and it was girls versus boys, and it got really loud in my classroom. We were having an awesome time, and an earthquake happened, and we didn't even realize an earthquake happened, and we went to specials, and everybody was talking about it.
I've had so many wonderful memories here at WES, so I just wanted to thank the awesome teachers for a great 6 years.
I also have so many wonderful memories here at WES, especially the last 2 years with the graduating class. I've had the privilege of getting to be with them and getting to know them and watching them grow. My favorite memory would probably be when they all told me that I was their favorite over Mr. T. You remember that? And I also wanted to say that my favorite student is